turns out let me erase. Everyone have these basic units here. I'm going to get rid of these so I can write beside this. Let's say I had 6 meters. Do not write this on your card. If you want to put it in your notes, you can, but it's not necessary. Just the concept needs to come across. If I have 6 meters, I can go up the wrong, and that means I have 0.6 decameters, and it means I have 0.006 hectometers, and I have 0.0006 kilometers. So as I go up the ladder, I am dividing. So actually on your metric ladder, the yellow one, make an arrow. Is there room in that little skinny section? Put an arrow up and put the word divide as you go up. Divide, and we'll put divide by 10. Each prong, I won't write that in, I think you can remember that each prong of the ladder you divide by 10 as you go up. Going up the ladder, you divide by 10, and another way you can do that is just move the decimal. Move decimal left. For each rung on the ladder, you move the decimal left. So if you could write both of those on the side and point up, doesn't matter which side, as long as you have the arrow going up. So what happens on this side? Say we had our 6 meters, how many decimeters is it? 6 meters is 60 decimeters, it's 600 centimeters, and it's 6,000 milliliters, and so on. So on this side, don't write these numbers, it'd be too cluttered, but write the arrow going down and multiply by 10, and move the decimal. We move the decimal to the left when we're going up, and we're going to move it to the right going down, and that makes it very easy to do. We're going to have an assignment that just does that, and I'll hand out that paper. On the day 1 block under homework, can you add to it? Oh, that's what I need to do. That's what I was trying to think of when I first walked in, is I need to check your signatures. So I come and bring you your paper that will do this ladder work practice. I need to just see that you have them signed. All right, and if you would go ahead and put that in your notebook, maybe at the end, so you can refer to it into your notebook with that. Very good. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, this table did good. Here's your. I'm not going to take time to do this whole thing right now. Can you try a couple? Let's do the first one together. Very good.
I put all my filters together. I have them all in my backpack.
Okay.
You're going to nail it later.
Yeah, later. I'll be here. I'll be here during lunch. Can you find them? Yeah, bring it down. All right. Good. All right.
I do other things like this with
I saw.
time.
Put that in your notebook now, in the end. All right, on this metric conversion, let's just do the first one, and I'll show you the quick way. And say we're at milligrams, so we're down here at milli. You have to recognize that little m stands for milli. If it was a big M, it would stand for mega, and I forget what micro is. It's some other symbol, but as I said, we're going to stay in the square, so we'll be okay. So 2,000 milligrams, so we're on this rung of the ladder, and they want to change it to gram, which is the basic unit, where it says meter here. In this case, it's grams. So how many steps? 1, 2, 3. We went up the ladder, so we're going to divide. We're going to take the decimal. It's right here. When it's unwritten, we know the decimal sits right there. So we're going to move it to the left, which will cause us to divide. And because it was 3 rungs on the ladder, we'll move it 3. So we actually have divided by 1,000 and we get 2 grams. So you see how simple the metric system is. Is our English system as simple as that? All right, you can tuck this away now. Any questions on how this works? I'm seeing the one.
Wait, no, is this our homework?
Yes, yes. So if we have time at the end, we can start it, but so far it's homework. So go to your day 1 and put on this worksheet that you have to do. Let's pretend, I'm not going to ask you to even put it in your notes because it's an exercise in futility. Let's pretend that I was going to ask you to build a metric ladder. I mean an English unit ladder, not metric. Metric works great. So let's say we're doing it for length and I start out with an inch. So what would be the next unit up from an inch when we're on the English ladder? Brian, you take me up this ladder. So what's the next unit above inch?
What?
Yeah, so I'm going to go up 12 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do not copy this. It's not worth your time. Foot. All right. From there, Brian, what will be the next unit in the metrics? I mean, in English, I keep saying metric. Pardon? Feet goes to yard. So how many?
36.
How many feet in a yard?
3.
All right, 3. So I went up 3. So that's weird. First I had 12, and now I have 3, and these should be equal in width. So 1, 2, 3. Yard, my prongs. So what comes next, Ryan? How many yards in the next unit? What is the next unit? It is the mile. Does anyone know how many yards in a mile?
Like 1,000 something, right?
1,760. So I would have to go from here and draw 1,760 rungs to my ladder. Not going to do it. So you can see that the English system is all messed up. And that's why in science class we go the easier route and we're going to stay mostly in the metric system. I do want you to know a little bit about converting back and forth. So let me give you a couple equivalents, and you can just put those in your notes, but it'll be really a rare day that we use them, but I just want you to be aware. So 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. That's the only one I know by heart. 1 slug is 14.59. Oops, that's not right. I think it's not slug. Slug would be on this side. So how shall I do that? 1 slug is, let me look it up. You have a dramatic pause here. I told you that's only one. 1 slug is 14.59 kilograms. So I did have it on the right. 14.59 kilograms. And the last one, which I still do not know by heart, 1 gallon is 3.78 liters. So you could convert from the English to the metric, but with these values, you're not required to know them because it's very rare for us to do this. But it's probably worth your effort to at least write it down. All right, we'll finish today with a little exercise to see what you've learned so far. And Brian, you're going to need this. Have you done this in another class yet? Okay. Zach, I need these back, so try not to crumble them up. Emily Davis.
Do you want me to turn the camera on?
let's go ahead and pause. We're gonna pause for a minute, Emily, because we're gonna be actually doing an exercise, but there will be questions that you should see. So I'll come back to you in a bit.
Do I
Close it.
press, oh, just-
Yeah, both. Either one will turn.